Well, hi there, everybody, and good Thursday morning to meteorologist Travis Kleneski. Today is our transition day. We've seen a lot of summer in most locations over the past week or so. We're going to see a lot of fall coming up starting tomorrow. Today is that transition day, though. Low pressure is situated between Kearney and North Platte this morning. A warm front to the north of the Tri-Cities and to the northeast, and a cold front trailing down below that, behind that low pressure system to the southwest. So warm, if not hot, breezy to windy conditions out ahead of that front, that cold front. Behind it, cooler, cloudy conditions. The rain chances are starting to clear out. Rain's moving to the north and to the northeast. There is still a small chance of rain in those locations this morning. But then later today, watch how that front finally starts to make its way through. That low pressure is going to quickly move to the northeast. That's where the best chance of severe weather is going to be. But along and just behind that cold front, showers and storms are expected to develop along the line there and during the mid to late afternoon hours and push southeastward during the late afternoon and into the early evening hours. Now again, out ahead of that front, you're going to see a fairly warm or hot day out there. Behind it, though, cooler conditions working their way in. So here in the Tri-Cities between 3 and 7 o'clock, that's our best time frame for strong to severe thunderstorms. But we'll keep a chance of rain and thunderstorms going during the evening hours. 8 o'clock, you're probably starting to see some rain out there in eastern southeast Nebraska. And then later in the night, after midnight, those chances of rain start to clear out of here. High pressure will start to scoot into the area early tomorrow morning. Maybe a few clouds early, but we're going to end up seeing a lot of sunshine, a much cooler day out there, but really, in my taste, fantastic weather for your Friday. A little breezy maybe, but otherwise it's looking really nice to end the day. And that final full day of summer is tomorrow, and it's certainly not going to feel like summer tomorrow. It's going to feel like fall out there. Now, the Storm Prediction Center has a marginal threat of severe weather from the Tri-Cities eastward and southward. Again, close to that low pressure to our northeast, that's where the best chance of severe weather is going to be, parts of Iowa and Minnesota. The next model run of this comes out at 8 o'clock this morning. Would not be surprised if this gets shifted just a little bit back to the west and to the northwest. With some of the latest forecast model runs, they're slowing down the timing of this cold front just a little bit. Look at temperatures and how they'll play out today. We're going to heat things up out ahead of that front, well into the 80s, some lower 90s in southeast Nebraska, cooler 70s and even a few 60s up north behind that frontal boundary. As we continue to see that cold air will start to come into play late this afternoon, and the Tri-Cities begin still very warm in southeast Nebraska. We're all going to cool back tonight behind the cold front. We're talking about lows in the 50s, 40s to the north and west. And then tomorrow, very pleasant fall-like day out there, below average. We haven't said that in quite a while. We're talking about highs in the 60s, maybe some lower 70s in southwest portions of Nebraska. Could even be there around 70 or so in northern Kansas. I'm going to go with mid to upper 60s in the Tri-Cities area. Next couple of days, again, the big change from today's warmth to tomorrow's cooler weather. We're down in the mid 40s. Saturday morning, you might have early Saturday morning plans or a couple of parades here in the Tri-Cities, Hastings and Kearney. Dress appropriately. It will be quite cool in the morning, but a beautiful day shaping up for that first day of fall, which fall officially comes just prior to 9 o'clock in the evening, Saturday evening. Sunday, a little warmer, back to around 80 degrees. That's a little above average again. And then Monday, still in the upper 70s to near 80 degrees. Monday, late in the day and into Monday night, a cold front. Our next one will come through. That could bring a few showers and thunderstorms later in the day, Monday into Monday night, possibly some lingering rain even into Tuesday. But we're going to cool it right back into the mid and upper 60s on Tuesday, upper 60s on Wednesday. And it looks like right now we may get another shot of cool air, which is going to keep those 60s around as we head into the end of next week. So we are certainly going to settle into more fall-like conditions out there as we get past today. But today, again, we're not cooling down yet today in most locations. It's going to take till later today or tonight before we start to see those cooler temperatures work in. And it's going to be cool not just here, but this weekend, but also out in Ann Arbor, Michigan. The Huskers traveling east to take on the Wolverines of Michigan in the Big House. It's going to be a cool one if you do have plans to travel east for the game and urge the Huskers to their first win of the season. Hopefully you can get it. It's going to be a tough game. Low 50s there early. 9 o'clock Eastern time, 8 o'clock Central time, but 9 o'clock in Eastern time zone there. Kickoff at noon Eastern, 11 o'clock Central, right around 60 degrees, 64 at the end of the game there. So really some nice fall-like Big Ten weather out there in Ann Arbor, Michigan. So there you go. There is your forecast. Hopefully not too complicated. Overall, it's pretty easy to figure out. It's just a lot of changes are happening over the next 12 to 24 hours. So there's your forecast for today. Until next time on what will be a beautiful Friday, I'm meteorologist Travis Kleneski. Hope you all have a wonderful Thursday. God bless.